are there specific areas where you're looking at?
We are. So we have a lot of history on DST side with Sunbelt, Midwest. We are bringing that. We're continuing to search there and opening new markets as well. What we're primarily focused on when we're identifying a new market is we want to know that this is going to be a stable market, a good, solid investment for the next 10 years. So we're coming in with the investor's eye on targeting a market. We first go in and identify a group of areas that are potential, and then we dig in. So we're doing the work in advance of trying to find a deal. We're identifying a market, sniper approach to that, doing our diligence, boots on the ground. For example, in Denver, before we entered this market and said this is a market that we have belief in, we did all the research entering. I personally was down boots on the ground, driving neighborhoods, meeting with local brokers and investors, and asking the questions of where do we target? What are what's the right side of the street? What's the wrong side of the street? We want a real deep understanding of the market so that we can really sell this to ourselves and to ultimately the investors that we believe in this investment and this market.
Very good.
So that's where we're at now. We expanded into Denver. We're looking at other markets, including some of the Texas markets.
Okay.
Next on our list, we've been out in those markets, doing boots on the ground, driving the markets. I think in San Antonio, I put 400 miles on the rental car. So it's we're out in the market trying to get a real detailed understanding.
Are there any specific areas or markets that you're intentionally avoiding?
Overheated markets.
Okay.
We use data providers like Witten Advisors and CoStar.
You're concerned about red, blue states, migration?
That comes into play, but more so we want to know that they're pro-business. So I believe Denver just went blue, but it's Denver is a good example of this. We liked the market because we understood that the leadership was focused on expanding the business, bringing new companies in. You had the whole Broomfield corridor where you saw tremendous growth over the past 5 years. We target markets like that. So it's not specifically a red-blue deal. It's how pro-business are you? Because that's ultimately our employment base.
Are you looking generally for markets that that'll mature, so you'll have an exit within that DST timeline, within 7 to 10 years, or do you have a longer horizon than that?
No, our horizon from the DST investor side, the underwritten business plan is 7 to 10 years. We're putting debt on it that is going to be stable throughout that hold period, also providing the optionality on the exit. Our takeout on a lot of these transactions, we're buying core plus. The takeout's going to be family office, institutional value add players. So we do target the markets with an eye on the horizon and trying to read our crystal ball as best as we can, understanding that these are going to be good markets today and through our hold period and are going to sell well ultimately to that next investor.